Tuesday, I bought 850 naira. Guess how much I bought today? Just guess. Based on, you did your mathematics based on how the progression, you can almost guess that I bought 870 naira today. And with that guess, am I going to buy 900 tomorrow or 890? I'm about to say God forbid. Anyways, I'm sure that's also your experience. The prices are jumping up and jumping really fast. And Nigeria has struggled with this shortage for the past week. And we've been told by petroleum marketers that, it's going to take up to 2 weeks for these issues to be sorted out. And the NNPC told us as well that there is enough product for the next 30 days. This whole situation actually started by the end of April. That's the first week of May. We're now in the second week of May. How come a 30-day supply is not being felt? Because right now, lots of filling stations are closed. The ones open, they sell at varying times. And then when they sell at, what I just talked about. That's the situation when it comes to the petrol situation in Port Harcourt, precisely. I cannot even imagine what it's like in Lagos and Abuja. I hear it's more. It costs more there. How has it been for you? That's my question. We've been told not to buy. I told you I bought on Monday, I bought on Tuesday, I bought on Wednesday. I've been buying just because you do not know what exactly is going to happen next. And so they've said no panic buying. But then again, I don't know. But I know that in Kano, some of them are buying as high as 1,000 naira per litre. What is going on? I know that at some point, it felt like there was going to be a normalcy. That was last week. We were buying like 7 something and then instead dropping to, I think, as low as 720 or so. We bought a litre. And then all of a sudden, we see this week, things just turned around over the weekend. And then by Monday, it started going up. Why is there a fuel scarcity again? That's my question. How long will it last? What's being done to ensure this, this whole, first of all, that we'll have petrol available and then the price is going to be reasonable. And for the purpose of this conversation, I'm going to be using fuel and petrol interchangeably. So in case you hear fuel and hear petrol, I'm talking about the same thing. After all, fuel is a compound name, yeah? But then I would like to know, have you resorted to any alternative measure? Please give me updates. I would like to know. With this situation, what's the experience been like for you? Mine has been frustrating. Is that the same for you? I would like to share your thoughts with me because I'm live on Facebook. I'm also live on YouTube at Nigeria Info PH. And don't forget that you can also drop your thoughts on X, that's former Twitter at Nigeria Info PH. And if you're on WhatsApp, that's even better. Yes, send me a message on WhatsApp at 080. Send it on 0809 030 6416. That's 0809 030 6416. I have a guest with me. Of course, I like to introduce my guests so that I can have them walk us, we all go through Market Watch together before we get to discuss this fully. If you think of all the filling station owners in Rivers State right now, they have a leader in Rivers State. They're chairman of the association. He's joined me in the studio, and I am really happy he's able to come in, and I do hope he has all my answers. Mr. Francis Chilam-Dimkpa is the chairman of Petroleum Products Retail Outlets Owners Association of Nigeria, PETROOAN, Rivers State. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you, Chairman. God is actually the one that has all the answers.
No, as regards this matter,
we'll try.
As regards this matter, we need it to be settled once and for all. What is going on? I cannot even imagine what businesses are going through right now. So let's just get to Market Watch before we enter what I call the elephant in the room, insider tips, and we'll look at all of the issues there. But first, let's do Market Watch. Are you ready?
I'm very much ready.
Awesome. So let's do Market Watch. And now we look at the big stories in business before we go over to the topic of the day. I start with this one that came like kind of a good news when we hear that the federal government has suspended the controversial cybersecurity levy on electronic banking transactions. Of course, we talked about it last week, where I had the microfinance people their chairman and another member of that association. Thank you so much to them, by the way, for coming in to explain all of this to us. And they told us that cybersecurity levy was part of the law. It was something that was going to eventually happen. Implementation is just going on, and it was going to mean that people were going to, as long as you're doing electronic transaction, that you were going to lose some part of the money. That's 0.005%. But now, the fact people were very angry. They were so vexed last week. So many people talked about it. And so when we hear that the federal government has suspended it and now is being reviewed, isn't that good news? That's good news.
So much good news for everybody. For now. For now.
Yes.
And don't forget, we have third eye watching whether if you take something out from the door, I hope you don't need to squeeze it in through the window.
Because that's usually what happens.
Now that the door has been closed, we're watching through the window.
Someone just reminded me that entire thing happened while the president was away. And now he's returned and then he's been suspended. Could it be? We don't know. We're just speculating here now.
That's what we are saying. Since it has been taken out from the door, Nigerians are happy. The door is being closed.
Let's not wake up one day and then we're seeing deductions.
So let us not wake up and we'll see deductions from the window.
We're going to keep an eye on that one, no doubt. But then it has significant implications for business owners and professionals. You're going to, you're going to see that your operating costs will not be tampered with. But keep an eye, like Mr. Dimkpa has said, keep an eye. Yes, cash flow and all of that. Keep an eye, because they have said there's a review process. So that means we don't know the time frame. It wasn't
really
disclosed.
A lot of people don't even look at their accounts. I will advise Nigerians to keep an eye and check their accounts. All of that, especially Nigerians like the masses. People that accounts are rolling into billions and hundreds of millions may not have that time. Maybe if they think so. But everybody, this is the time to be checking through your accounts.
Between the lines. Yeah. I agree with you on that one. Now let's go to the second story, talking about the inflation. Somehow, some of the stories are always just very connected. Well, Nigeria's inflation has just risen to, guess what? 33.69%. That was in April, by the way. And that's, higher than what we saw in March, which was 33.20%. The National Bureau of Statistics have just released this data, and it's their year-on-year basis reports, and it's shown that we have gone up again, and it's high, and it's not funny, and it was expected, wasn't it?
Well, high or low, what Nigerians want to see is let it reflect anything they are doing, high or low. What is the pot, soup pot saying? What is the plate, Gary plate saying? These are the only ways we understand the interest rate.
No, inflation now. Talking about the inflation.
The inflation. If you say the inflation has increased, it has reduced. It is only when it affects the pot of soup and the plate of garri.
But that's the problem. Whenever it goes high, you feel it immediately. It's only when it goes down that we do not feel it. Right now,
if I come to you and speak the language, let's say you're Nigerian, I come and speak China for you. If I don't interpret it for you, will you understand? So the only way with the common man can understand the interest rate, the inflation is when it is interpreted in their pot of soup and then their plate of eba. And that is all. Interesting.
Now, I find it very disturbing too that since this year, things have just been going up and it's not come down. There's no gravity in Nigeria when it comes to buying and selling. That's what we've seen. How do you think Nigerians can handle a higher increase in the price of the things they buy? Things are, I bought tomatoes and garri. A cost of garri is like 3,000.
I think it's even better some days back when the dollar nosedived. We had this hope. The sense of hope really are now affected the market situation. So if not, some few months back when that dollar was getting crazy, you could go to market today, buy one basket of tomato for 20,000 or thereabout, and you go to market in the evening of the same day,
and it has gone up.
It was happening like that. Everybody was just having, but the nosediving of the naira brought some hope for us. And our prayer is that the managers of this foreign exchange and inflation should manage it such that let these hopes be sustained. Because you see, the naira came down as much as 1,000. The dollar came down as much as 1,100 or thereabout. And we are thinking it was going to go to 500 naira for $1. And suddenly,
that's only in our dreams.
Suddenly it's changed. It may not just be in our dreams. Just like we woke up, the thing fell from 1,700 to 1,100. And then eventually it is coming back to 1,200 and thereabout. We think that it's by this time tomorrow. You hear that place in the Bible that by this time tomorrow that food will cost what? Very cheap, as you never expected.
Okay, all right.
It's a matter of commitment to policy of the federal government. It's a matter of commitment to policy.
While I believe with you, I mean, my middle name is Hope. Why won't I hope with you? While I believe with you, let's look at the reality again, which is the fact that people are obviously going to buy things more now than they did. That's just that. I mean, a crate of tomatoes is still 20,000 naira. So what it means is that we're not going to expect it to go down.
I think one of the reasons why they will buy things more now is the price of fuel. The price of fuel, the cost of
going to
conveying,
influence
transport costs, and conveyance.
Yeah,
those things put together would now affect the price of things, because whatever thing you pay along the road that's conveying your goods will be added back to the cost of the goods. But whichever way, that hope still stand.
Okay, now let's look at talking about things going up. Let's look at the labor union and what they are asking the federal government to do, which is to reverse the increase in electricity tariff. And the federal government is saying the labor union should not disrupt the reform that is about to happen. And I'm wondering, like you said, whatever English we are speaking in the news, when it comes to the everyday life of the people, what are we experiencing currently? Blackouts. Lots and lots of households are still living without electricity.
That is where the problem lies.
So what kind of reform is happening that, are they about to blame labor for? Because we're not feeling it yet, are we?
Let me tell us something. Talking about electricity tariff, the power generation, they sold off all these plants. The transmission, the distribution, these are critical assets of federal government that ordinarily would have been managed to the betterment of the people. But you see, they have sold it and commercialized most of these agencies, such that the distributions, they are ready to make money, whether you use light or not.
Yeah.
So it is not, I believe in engagement. It's not a matter of electricity tariff increment. It's a matter of restoring steady power supply.
Yeah, and that's the focus.
Nigerians are ready to pay
anything,
but the power is not there.
Yeah.
In fact, when they did that band A, band B, banditry, all these things.
That's the current situation. That's how we are.
When they did all this band here and there, some people that experienced it for 2 days were shouting. In fact, there's some of them that have not paid. They were running to go and look for where they will pay so that the band A thing will stand. But those things just they didn't sustain it.
Yeah.
If you sustain power, people are ready to pay, because cost of running generator is like 5, 6, 7 times the cost of paying electricity tariff.
It's really high. Anyways, we're going to keep an eye on that story, and we're wondering, will negotiations between the government and labor unions be successful? Will labor unions escalate their protests with strike and all the rest of the kind of actions that we see them do? How will government respond to continued pressure from labor union? We're keeping an eye on that situation, because we need electricity in Nigeria to be sustainable. We need power sector to be turned around and overhauled. And that's it on Market Watch. And now time for insider tips, where we look at the current situation when it comes to petrol, fuel, the petrol crisis. Let's weigh in on that one. I have my guest is still here with me. Thank you for doing Market Watch with me, by the way, and giving me your honest opinions.
I wanted to tell you how much 1 cup of Gary is, but let's try it down.
1 cup of Gary, oh my goodness. I just know that a bucket is a 3,000 and something.
Oh, you're a big guy, very bucket.
You have mouth to feed though, okay? Let's go on this break now. When we come back, we'll look into the petrol crisis. More importantly, what's the cost? How soon can we get out of all of this? Stay tuned. It's Talking Figures. I'm Choma Izenwa.
You no longer have to miss any moment of the action. Listen to
to some difficult situations that we used to experience. Distribution and availability has worsened from what it was last week. The situation is not very pleasant. We have been managing this situation for like more than a month now as an association.
Okay.
So right now there's the product as it's been expected to be in circulation or in being available is not there as expected, and we are not comfortable about it. Petrol is very disturbed. If you see you know that series of meetings has been going on to see how we can improve on this situation in partnership with NNPC and co. But hopefully, maybe something will come out of it.
What is causing it in the first place? Why are we here?
Well, we have come back here because, let's say, the fundamental of it is we have no refinery that is bringing refining petrol in the first place. So we are still importing finished product. We are still importing petrol. And when you are importing, and the challenges of importation hits you directly, you have to also confront it. And part of the challenges of confronting it is that product will not be as available as it was when the challenges are not as it has shown its face. So challenging of importation, NNPC told us last month that they had logistics problem, and they told us that the logistics problem has been arrested.
Yeah.
And we are very happy and we're comfortable. We have to continue to tell our people, no panic buying, take what you need. We have to continue to tell our people, our members in River State, to be patient and buy as much as you can buy. You don't need to overstock your ground. Buy the little that you can buy and sell, and go back and buy again so that distribution can spread all over. So on that note, we were buying and we were selling. Mostly we would say sell as you buy. So gradually, when you buy and you sell and you go back and you don't get to buy again, you see that filling station being locked. So most of the filling stations that you see that are locked, they don't have fuel to sell. Not because they don't have money to buy fuel. Some of them may have paid for fuel, but they can't load.
Why?
The challenges of loading, the road into the loading place have become tinier than it was. So the challenges of loading has just increased. So it might take you longer days to be able to load out a product that you paid for today. So it might take you sometimes 3 days, sometimes 1 week, just like that, before you can access the product you paid for.
So there's product.
There's not enough product. So many persons are hustling to get that particular product. First, there was no product at the time for retailers to buy except an NNPC. NNPC stations. An NNPC depot was the only one that had product. They didn't send anyone to where retailers and other marketers can access it. That is what the challenge was. So it has led to a situation where when you go to NNPC stations, you see long queue. While other stations are closed.
Yeah.
They don't have fuel. And then how many NNPC stations do we have, for example, in River State that can serve the whole state? That's a question.
Now, I would like to know, because I was told just before I came on air that we have the platform where people can order for this product at the NNPC. It's clearly written there that there are no products available.
For some time, you see, some of this information are in the open public view. For some time now, retail outlet owners, Petroleum Product Retail Outlet Owners Association of Nigeria, our members cannot and are not able to access product from an NNPC because the portal has been closed.
For how long now?
It's been a long time now. It's been weeks.
All right.
It's been weeks. The portal has been closed. And when the portal is closed, you need to have a code based on your registration to access it. But you can't access it when it's closed. And if it is only when it is open, we can access it. And even when you access it and pay for fuel, you wait for the process of programming, you wait for the process of batching before you enter into the process of loading. And so you can even pay this month and you don't load till next month, or you don't load till 3 months. You may not even load sometimes until your bank come and shut down your place and say, pay me the money you are owing me. And you say the money is with an NPC. They say, don't want to hear that story. So it's a ding-dong situation. That is something that is just, explaining it is clearer. But why we choose to come to your station when you call us to come and explain these things is that before, the masses will always look at filling station operators as the problem. You are criminals, or are the thief, or I don't increase the price again,
hoarding,
or I don't hoard. When they see a filling station close, automatically they say they are hoarding. And if a filling station is open, maybe in the morning, and they have just 1,000 liters that they share, and they sell it. When they pass there, they sell fuel. After they come back now, they don't close them. They hoard them. They want to sell for jerrycan. Many things. But want the masses to understand that we are making efforts. If not for the efforts that Petrol members are making in River State, the lines that would have come up everywhere, there would have been so much lines. So we are making effort to ensure that the little fuel that is available, we struggle for it, load it, and come and dispense to our people in the state.
What was it that was being looked at when they said previously that we should expect improvement? What changed in the past week,
Well, like an NPC has promised us, because our national president and the other officers, as well as myself and other officers of Petrol, had to go and engage an NPC at Abuja alongside our sister organization, IPMAN.
Okay.
We went and engaged an NPC boss, an NPC retail boss, and said, this product that you are giving to only NPC stations are portion product to Petrol members and IPMAN members, so that we can take them to our stations. Give us product directly, so that we don't pass through middlemen to load products. And they oblige it, and we are working on it. And we believe that by next week or thereabout, the little provision that they are making, our members may be able to allow, the portal may be open for our members to be able to allow to load it. So that is what is in process. That is the hope that we are looking at now. But will it be sustained? That is the question. And what is the value of the product? Maybe about 90 trucks or less than 100 trucks, which is just like a day loading, 1 day loading. And if it is loaded at all in 1 day, what is the backup plan? And even now, it has the process of loading it has not commenced, because the product is still being expected.
Now, when we see that all of these products have come in, there's also the angle of the price, fair pricing. Before now, we know that the federal government had the regulators who would go around filling stations to ensure that people are not selling at ridiculous prices. When I mentioned earlier that I got the product 8:30 on Monday, 8:50 on Tuesday, and today 8:70, it wasn't different filling stations. It's the same one.
Thank you.
It's the same filling station. So how come they keep taking it up?
No, it's not them that's taking it up.
Who is?
The filling station goes to buy product from the depot.
So are you saying they're buying every day? They stay close to me.
No, they stay
it's the
close
same
to
product.
They stay close
They're not
to
loading
you.
anything.
When you sleep, you don't know what has happened. Well, now you are in Wazobia station here, you don't know what has happened. If the man joins venture with other people, maybe 10 other persons, to buy only one truck, because one truck now is over 20 something on the NMPC level, and then 30 something to 40 something on normal market. You take that amount, maybe 10 of you join hand, you take 5,000 liters to your station, you take 5,000, they distribute it like that to all stations and sell today, and they were selling for you at 800. And you have come to Wazobia station and you are working here, and they have sold to other people when you bought and left.
This is Nigeria info, by the way.
Okay, sorry, my dear. And you've come to Wazobia, whichever we know you, we know you for Am station or whatever. Whichever way,
Sorry.
You come to Nigeria info. And before you come back, close work, they have finished selling that product. And the man is hustling to expect another product. Okay. And he begs other persons. And maybe by evening, they bring another one. The next day you go there and say, this one I brought in the evening is now 8:30, no longer 8:20. And you buy again, you come to work. So you wouldn't know what has happened in between. So the man goes to market and picks small quantity, because there's no money to buy big quantity. And that is why.
Are you saying that even though we're going to be able to see an improvement in availability, pricing won't be taken care
No,
of.
no. Price would definitely be affected. The shortest and best way to affect price is for federal government through the NNPC to flood the market with petrol.
Why is that not happening? Why is that not happening?
Like last month or one month or more thereabout, fuel was being sold for 690 or thereabout.
Yes.
690, 680.
Yes.
Or thereabout. Even suppose we are coming down, some petrol members we are selling as low as 650, 660. We hope that if NNPC will bring out enough product and sustain the product supply, we will go back to that point.
Why do you think they are not able to flood the market the way you're saying?
That is what they told us, that the challenges of logistics.
Which other logistics?
The logistics of them importing fuel, the logistics of them moving from mother vessel to daughter vessel to children vessel to whatever and taking it down to the new sanctuaries of Nigeria. That is what they can answer for themselves. But they came out to tell us that their logistics is their logistics. And their logistics border on many things, both the foreign exchange, wahala, both the time to bet vessels and all those things, and all the things they are the ones that know. But if they import enough product, or generally if Port Harcourt refinery starts working, then we'll come out of it.
Mr. Francis, a lot of people rely on petrol for everything: transportation, daily need, run the generator for their business, everything. This product is at the center of the average Nigerian's life. Can you tell us how soon we can see an improvement in this situation?
Okay, right now, as a palliative, as an intervention measure, we as an association, Petroleum Product Retail Outlet Owners Association of Nigeria, we are expecting a little volume from an NNPC to be directly allocated to us, maybe anytime next week. We're expecting that volume. If that volume is allocated to us, we are sure that we'll be able to press on our members to dispense that volume in affordable prices, which it may affect the price
to go down or go up.
To come down.
Okay.
Now, if that volume is properly given to us and nothing
use middlemen,
nothing untoward is done in between by any institution or whatever, then you have more filling station owners getting the product directly to their station. It will affect the price to come down. And then if it is sustained, regularly given to us, this one now is called intervention. We're expecting it to come.
All right.
So if it is sustained, well, then we will get there. What we are saying is that in the absence of sustaining this distribution, Port Harcourt refinery should come up. If Port Harcourt refinery comes on, then we're expecting a sustained supply. And then the price will definitely go back to where it was.
Which is where now?
Maybe it may go back down, it might go thereabout or thereabout. But we don't know. It might even go below that. It depends on their ability to refine enough quantity, push out enough quantity, and cost of refining, of course, is not going to be compared to the cost of importation.
You are in the sector. You are a key stakeholder. Why do you think this Port Harcourt refinery hasn't come up like they've promised? This is May.
You see, that's why I told you that it's only God that has the answers to all the questions. You can see that I've been answering questions, but this one you're giving me now is beyond jam question.
But at least you've heard something. It's your industry. Tell us something.
Well, the truth of the matter is that if you go there, for me, I've gone there as a state chairman. We have gone as an association. We have gone there. We have actually seen improvements. We have seen structural improvements. And you remember the last time when the government told us in December or so, or January, they said they are technically and structurally ready. And we told our Nigerians that care to hear that technically and structurally ready is not operationally ready.
Yeah.
It's not operational readiness.
So you did not see operational readiness?
No, they didn't tell us that they were operationally ready. They said they were technically and structurally ready.
What did you see?
If you go there, I think that they are structurally ready.
But you did not see operationally?
I don't work there, so I wouldn't know how the operations is. But technically and structurally, we can use our eyes to see the structure, especially when the lights started burning up. So they are structurally. So what we are praying is that the same speed with which they became technically and structurally ready, They should please, for the sake of Nigerians, do their best to enter into operational activities and let us start rejoicing so that the things that they have technically set up will not start going moribund again.
Anyways, it's time to open the phone lines now. If you have questions for Mr. Francis, it's time for you to ask. Yes, you can call 0817 923 0002. You can also call 0817 923 0003. Yes, we're looking at the petrol crisis. It's lingered for a while now. We all thought it was over as of last week, and then here we are. The second week of the new month. It's still a new month though. And then
that has gone 15 days.
Yes, it's still new now.
It's a matured month.
Yeah, it don't mature. Yeah, but yeah, it's a fresh month actually. And then this is the second month of it, and then we're here again. What exactly is going on? He's been able to explain to a very large extent. And if you have questions, your thoughts, and I actually was going to ask you earlier to share your experiences with me. Are there alternatives? Give me update though, because at this point, what happened in 1934 is about to repeat itself. They cannot take leg go. You know what I mean? So what are your alternatives? Are you exploring any alternatives apart from Legacy Benz? I would like to hear. Share your messages on WhatsApp as well. 0809 030 6416. 0809 030 6416. I'll start with let's see now. Okay, the phone lines are buzzing. Let's see. Let's start with WhatsApp and then we get to the calls. I have a question here. Is it a question? Let's see. It's a message from Opwada Jumbo Cliff. He says, "Good afternoon, Choma. Please ask your guest when Dangote will come on stream. Would that affect anything?"
Well, Dangote will come on stream as soon as possible.
Anyways, let's answer. Let's take calls now. Hello, good afternoon. Oh, I've lost both of them. Yes, 0817-923 0007 is also another number that you can call. And then 0817-923 0009 is also another number that you can call. I would like to know what you think about all of what the PETROLEum chairman in River State has been sharing here, and what do you think about when he sees this ending or an improvement? From what he's saying, we're likely to see an improvement from next week. This is Wednesday. What are we going to do between Thursday and Sunday? I'll ask him that in a bit, but first let's hear you and your thoughts. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Chairman.
Yes, welcome to Talking Figures.
And greetings to our guest.
Greetings to you, my dear brother.
My name is Robin Maja, the farmer.
Robin Maja, the farmer.
Yes.
Okay.
You see, each time you appear on radio, you try to educate the public on the going around the petroleum sector. You are doing your best. It's not your fault or the fault of your members. But I'm thinking, in as much as you're making this effort each time, the government of the day that were trusted governance in their hands, what are they telling us? Yes, we don't have commissioner for energy and power for now. Don't we have PAMSEC? Why are they leaving the people in despair? Nobody talks to us. But no matter how we talk, just like you said, the guest, that you can give answers the ones you can, which you have tried your best. The government of the day, led by President Bola Tinubu, is the problem.
Why do you think so?
The man sat in Abuja and told us subsidies come. When Labour put pressure on them on the issue of strike, he sat again in Abuja and told us refinery will come on stream by December. I was one of those who never believed him and said it's not going to work. Has it worked? They shifted the goalpost. They shifted it again. And this is where we are. They even deceived themselves by lighting up a fake refinery by burning light for 30 seconds. Technical running and no technical running. Is that how people should be ruled? We have oil and gas everywhere here. Then we'll be sprouting from pillar to post. Imagine what you have said, Choma. You buy 3 days and increment in those 3 days. I have projected that a liter is going to cost 1,000. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and his team should prove me wrong. Good afternoon, Robin Maja, the farmer.
Okay, thank you for your thoughts there, but there was no question in all of it. Okay, so let's take the next call. Hello, good afternoon.
Mr. Zion, good afternoon to you.
Yeah, welcome to Talking Figures.
Veteran President, I greet you this afternoon.
Thank you, Petrol State Chairman.
State Chairman.
Thank you.
I, Mr. Zion, have a problem, and I want you people to solve that problem.
Go ahead, please.
Number one, if your organization from the federal or from the national don't shut down operation that will affect even the government officials within 21 days, I will not be happy with the organization. You people are the ones that can hold this federal government on their shoulder. These products, we have them here. They are hoarding it. You know the truth. These products, millions are bedded in politicians' tank farms. You people have a serious issue with NNPCL. They first feed their product, their companies or their tanks before they feed you people. Are you people not Nigerians like NNPCL? Why are they subjecting you people to become second-class citizens in this country? And you have the instruments to speak, and the world will hear you, and you people get quiet. Is it that you people are benefiting from this suffering, or what is happening, Mr. Zion?
My name is Sir Francis Chilam-Dimkpa, and not Mr. Zion.
No, that's his name. He ended by reminding us his
Mr.
name.
Zion.
That's what he was trying
lovely,
to say there.
Lovely name.
Okay, you want to respond to all of what he raised?
Why not?
Go ahead.
He said he wants us, one, why have we not gone on strike? The Petroleum Product Retailer Owners Association of Nigeria is an association of responsible and committed businessmen that are watching by the day the effect of whatever thing we do on mainly the masses. And some time ago, there was an issue that considered the strike option, and we felt that engagement with government will give us a better result than strike. Because going on strike on our own side, from what we are viewing as at the point when we are viewing it, was going to affect the masses more than it will affect the persons who you have said are the ones that are causing the challenge. So we now believe that remaining at work for the interest of the masses and engaging the institutions and of government was the better for us. And I just told you that some last week and last 2 weeks, we have been with our national president, as zonal chairman at Abuja, engaging them. And the result of the engagement is that by next week, we might be seeing a little volume being directly issued to us. The process is on right now as I speak to you.
Now, before we go on to look at what alternatives are, hoarding is a problem. Hoarding is still a problem. From my own observation,
Okay.
we still have filling stations who do not sell even though they have.
Let me tell you one thing. It's a simple common sense. What you hoard something when it will be of beneficial, when it will be beneficial to you. When you have product, let's say you bought product petrol today, you bought it 50 naira per liter, just for example, and you say the man is hoarding it, and chairman went in the morning, fuel, the thing was costing 800 naira. She went in the next day, 820 naira. She went the next day, 800, and the particular point in time that is known to us, practically, and against the business decision for anybody that wants to succeed to hoard product. I said the person wants to hoard himself back to his village.
Anyways, what are the alternatives? Do you see any alternative solutions that perhaps people can hold on to while we wait for what's coming next week?
Well, the alternative solution is what I would say and what has been helping us as a state. You will agree with me, Jama, that the chaos that we were experiencing before on fuel queues are no longer as it were. Even when right now, the extent of scarcity now is equivalent to the extent of scarcity we have seen in some days. That is why in some states now fuel is costing 2,000 naira, 1,000 naira. I'm telling you, the line is like 2 or 3 or more kilometers. But we, in Petron, we are doing well to manage the situation, provide, struggle and load this product, sell it at maybe a little margin that will make you to be able to open up the gate to enter and get another one. You know, so people should just be patient and take the little they need, because when you make yourself a middleman to go and buy from filling station and resell to another person or hold it in your house or whatever, you are creating atmosphere of challenge to yourself and to the system. But if you need 10 liters of fuel and you just buy that 10 liters of fuel and walk away, I bet you the way the Petroleum is doing in this state, we may not have a situation where that long queues that will shut down the state will come, because we are ready to compete. Right now, do you know the number of states that are coming to River State to come and load product? Before, when there was price regulation, when you talk of loading product, all the laws of the nation, implementation starts mainly in Port Harcourt. So the whole agencies will say, don't sell above price. And our sister states, people will be coming here to buy and sell above pump price. And then you will see long killing queues in River State. But now, it's a balanced competition. We are ready to compete. Petrol members are ready to compete. We will get this product. We will sell it to you at the best affordable price that we can, to make sure that those long queues, those killing queues, does not surface in River State again. It's our resolve, and we'll continue to do that.
Let's take this call now. Hello, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Yeah, you're welcome to Talking Figures.
Yes. Let me tell you something. I work with Ministry of Petroleum Resources for about 6 to 7 years.
Okay.
The problem in Nigeria today is because they privatized the NNPC and some of the subsidiaries like PPMC and so on, and they no longer take instruction from the Ministry of Petroleum Resources. That are hoarding and importing this oil. The
great flex about going solar and using inverters is the energy.
We had to cut you to go on that break, and then we're back. We're wrapping up now. So many conspiracy theories. Mr. Francis is still here. So many conspiracy theories. So many messages are still coming in, and some of them I don't even know if to read them, but I don't have time to read all of them. Let me just pick let me just pick two. I have one here from Ogu Ojon Justice. He said it's crystal clear that every union leader are card-carrying members of the ruling party. They are there doing paddy affairs with government at the detriment of Nigerians. I will let you respond to that as your final thoughts. Then I have one here from Kelvin Frank. Kelvin Frank says, afternoon, Choma. Hold on. Afternoon, Choma. When your guests refer to a question you asked as beyond jam question, I don't understand. Why is he a chairman? Again, they don't know when exactly the refinery had to start after giving. He's not working at the refinery. That's why he had to refer me to when they visited, what they saw and what they know. All right. He can only say what he knows. I'll not defend you. I'll let you defend yourself. And that will be the final thoughts for this one.
Problem. Okay. First of all, you can check it out. I don't speak. I'm an advocate. We're into advocacy. As a state chairman of Petrol, we are doing the best we can to make sure that in our own little angle, we play the card well for the interest of the masses. And that's why I said the effort that Petrol is making, that is why you have not seen those long killing queues in Rivers State. I can challenge the person who called. Listen, my name is Sir Francis Chilam-Dimkpa. You can check all the political parties in Nigeria, whether you see any card carrying Sir Francis Chilam-Dimkpa. I don't belong to any political party. I'm a union member, and we are doing our best. We are not here to support any government, but we are here to say what I'm saying is that when we went to the refinery, what we saw was structural readiness. But for operational readiness, we can't talk about it because we don't work there. If they are operationally ready, then they will start functioning. For us, we have not seen anything that is operationally readiness confirmed. Once they are operationally ready, the institutions will make us know. In fact, we would like to rush there to go and load. So I talk what I have seen with our members. Structural readiness. You go there by yourself, you will see new structures in that place. But somebody don't buy car, nobody say the person don't drive and come out.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Francis. That's where we wrap up Talking Figures for today. Yes, we're keeping an eye on the petrol crisis and see how it wraps up and